Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Shadow and Sun Show, and welcome back to another game review. This time I'll be going over Gamma World 3rd Edition, put out by TSR Hobbies back in 1986. Um, I've already opened it. I've played this version a couple of times, but as you'll notice, I wasn't thrilled with it, and I eventually went back to 2nd edition. The box is a little beat up over the years, and I use it to store my second, my first, second, and third, no, my second and third edition materials in it. And if I was to ever cut loose, sell any copy of Gamma World, this would be the one I wouldn't hang on to. I know there's some people out there who like this, and I'm going to go over the reasons why I think some people actually still like this version. That being that this game was put out right after TSR acquired the rights to the Marvel Comics superheroes game. I don't know if they got DC at the same time or if that was later or before, but it runs on a lot of the same rules as the Marvel superheroes game. Before we get into all that, it comes with a handy dandy rule book and 3 supplements that one, two, three all really should have been included in the basic book. As you can see, they're just saddle stitched paper with no real cardboard cover or anything like that, and all the information in here really just should have been in the main book. It's almost a book unto itself. 1632 and another 16 pages, so that's what 50 64 pages. That alone, or at least giving it a good cover. The original rule book is 64 pages, so like I said, they could have just either made a double thick book with a different binding or a second book with all the other stuff. Now, one book is the rules supplement, which obviously clearly should have been in the main book. If you have to print out a supplement, it's because you missed a lot of things and found out, after this was done that, oh, hey, wait, we forgot all this. And then this book is an adventure book, which, at 32 pages could have easily been, just, given a, maybe that's what this is right here. This is it's kind of like a 2-page screen, cardboard folded. It's got the weapons, defense, and armor tables, and the action table, which I'm going to go into in just a minute. I'm actually just going to pop this in here where it really should have been. And then the reference book, which is, for the most part, just the creatures, and all of the artwork for the creatures is identical to the 2nd edition book. The stats are very different because of the action table and the completely different rules, which I think, for the most part, are very similar to, again, the Marvel superhero game. Now, a lot of things are basically still the same, and it, of course, comes with this, actually really well-made referee screen, 3 sides. That's all you really need. You don't need 4 or 5 or 6, as Shauna was goofing on a couple of days ago. But, nice. It's decent. It's pretty sturdy. This one's actually in pretty good shape after all these years. And then a really, really nice, massive map of what I believe is Pittsburgh and the surrounding area. But as you can see, it's pretty big. Let's turn that around. That's the area of Pittsburgh. That's the wilderness area surrounding it. And then here you actually have a nice map of what's left of the United States down below. Nicer than the original Gamma World map of the United States. It was just blue and white. This is, it's pretty nice. They didn't skimp when it came to how they printed everything up. The quality of the cardboard and the binding of the main rule book and this gigantic map that could easily be used for Gamma World 2nd edition or 4th edition or anything like that afterwards. A nice legend up at the top to let you know what everything is. really bright colors even after, approximately 40 years. It's still, mind you, I didn't use it a lot, but it's still in really, really good shape. But those are the good qualities of this product, and unfortunately, that's kind of where they end, other than the subject matter to begin with. But the action table, which is basically modified from the Marvel Heroes game that determines your success and failures on pretty much just about every action you might take, it is just a really complicated system. Everything they used prior to this and all the other games, they never went back to the action table method after the Marvel Superheroes game and after Gamma World. Even when they went to 4th edition, they just totally tossed all of this out and went a completely different direction with 4th edition, which I will cover next week. Unfortunately, I don't actually have a printed copy. I just have the PDF, and it's like 200 pages. So between 64 and 64, 128 pages going on up to 200 pages. You can see how 4th edition, they really expanded on it, but they also had a few more years after the printing of this version to really develop the game. And then obviously after that, they made several, other companies made several other versions of Gamma World. So Gamma World's really, been around for quite a few decades and really stood the test of time up until most recently, where no one's really made a new version because so many other game companies have basically, swiped the idea between Palladium and other companies that just, basically borrowed the premise of mutated humans and animals on Earth and just ran with it in their own rule style. And, I don't mean to be hard on them because I don't blame them for making that sort of a post-apocalyptic Earth, game and campaign system. But this one was really just all about money, and it only came out 2 years after 2nd edition Gamma World, and it was just because they had sunk so much money into Marvel that they went with this route, hoping that it would piggyback on the Marvel game system. And I was already happy with 2nd edition. I actually overjoyed with it, and when I got this, I'm like, I can't use any of it. It's either already been done in 2nd edition, or it's requiring a whole new set of rules that are so different from all the games that my friends and I played. We didn't play Marvel Superheroes. We played Villains and Vigilantes or Heroes Unlimited, which are, better systems than even Champions, which I never got to play, and I'm actually looking for a copy of, just because I like the idea of a point system, a point buy, to build your character. I really love games that do that, and there just weren't enough of them for my liking. Even the game that I tried to write on my own was actually based on that idea of you have so many points to build your character, including ways to get extra points by doing things, taking defects or disadvantages. But this game, I don't recommend it. If you've never played Gamma World, get any other version. Even the 1st edition plays easier and simpler than this version. This is just really, really complicated, overly complicated in my opinion. 2nd edition, great. 3rd edition, no, just pass. Um, and 4th edition, we'll leave that up to next week to really get you my opinion. And I know you don't have to, take mine as gospel, but I've been playing games for a long, long time, and I've played a lot of games. So when I review a game, it's not just comparing it to 1st and 2nd and 3rd edition, but it's also comparing games to other games and other systems and all the different groups that I've played with over the years. Literally close to 1,000 different people I've gamed with over the years, and I think the Gamma World franchise, the IP, whatever you want to call it, is still really, really valid. Still really, really fun genre to explore. How to survive after the Holocaust, whatever that Holocaust is. You can make up your own, as far as I'm concerned, and then trying to live, and coexist with, killer crazed robots, mutated humans, mutated animals, and of course mutated plants, which is one of the big ways that Gamma World 4th edition really took the next step. If you want to play a plant person, Gamma World 4 is probably your game. But other than that, that's about all I got to say. I don't want to beat this dead horse or this box before it falls apart anymore. So I will see you guys later, maybe tonight on Gatekeepers, or maybe just a live stream. And if not, then you'll definitely see me and the little guy Thursday for a craft video. So from all of us here at Shadow and Sun, have a great day. Go out there and play a game, even if it's a video game. Have some fun today. It's still summer vacation, and it's a beautiful, beautiful day. So thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you guys real soon.